Dude, men are fucking lonely, bro. People don't seem to understand that. 77% of suicides, men. Every 5 minutes, a man commits suicide. You need somebody that is at your level that what? Resonates with you, a brotherhood. So you need a mentor, you need a brotherhood, and finally you need a mentee. Every person, even if you're a scrub, you need a mentee. Maybe it's your little brother. Every man needs at least one person in each one of those 3 relationships in order to what? Avoid this feeling of isolation and loneliness. But it requires what? 2 things. Proactiveness, actually going out and seeking these people. They're not just going to show up. And 2, intentionality. Puerto Rico's full of billionaires, crypto billionaires, hedge fund billionaires, VC billionaires. And these guys do like in-house calls, right? Houses that I could never get into. These are buddies of mine. So they get a call. Let's say it's like a top guy, top VC guy, top hedge fund manager worth a couple $1 billion. Hey, I need you to come do like a checkup on me in-house. These guys are not going to go to a clinic. Guess who's walking right behind the doctor? Me, brother. They don't want to fucking talk to me. They don't care if I'm wearing a $50,000 Rolex, a $100,000 Rolex. They just want to figure out if their health and their blood work is in check. But guess who got access to the room? The person that supplied the need, which is the doctor in that situation. So you don't have to have money. People are always like, oh, I don't have money. I don't have anything to provide to you. You know, I'm a small guy. Then don't fucking talk to me. If you have nothing to provide, why am I going to waste time with you?
Yeah.
You need to come in as the most experienced, irreplaceable, and high demand individual so that you can get access to the room. And if you position yourself correctly, you can get access to literally any room. And if you say, no, you can't, perfect, you can't. But I am a walking testament that it's possible. Now, if people perceive you as immature, unprofessional, unprepared, then that's a response that you're going to get. So once again, become the best at what you do, become irreplaceable, and be in high demand by developing your skill sets, position yourself properly, and with enough iteration, eventually somebody will say yes. Most people send one DM and expect that person to respond. No, sometimes you need to follow up consistently, and you need to be what? Like you said, consistent, discipline of outreach. Okay, perfect. You want to get in the music industry? How many producers, how many musicians have you messaged? How many people have you tried to help? You want to get in the fitness industry? How many fitness influencers you want to lift with? How many people have you said, hey, let me take care of, I got this kit of whatever the need may be. I'm an entrepreneur. I can help you grow your revenue by this amount. That's how I got started my entrepreneurial journey. I helped a company in Wall Street with Facebook ads, right? And I did it for free for 2 months. Free service, doubled the revenue with Facebook ads. After the 2 months, I called them like, hey, I want a contract. Like, I want a contract. They're like, okay, we'll talk about it next month. The next day, I turned off their ads. The next day, they called me, fly up to New York.
Yeah.
They gave me, I think, a $6,000, $7,000 a month retainer, right? So that's the entire premise, is you need to be able to provide value ahead of time, and you can get into the rooms.
Mm-hmm. What would be your advice when it comes to building a community? Because I think you, from the looks of things, you're pretty good at that. And you have, what's this, the club you've created?
Capital Club.
Is that like live now, or
It's live.
Yeah.
It's live. So it's divided into 2 categories. The first one is for high-end entrepreneurs, so people in the 7 to 9 figure range. We have about 300 members, and it costs $15,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
So it's a high ticket product, but all these people come back every single year. So it's the ability to network, connect with people, gives you access to deal flows and investments that nobody really can get access to in the marketplace. Then we have our subscription, which is $1 a day for people to be able to network and connect with experts at a community level. So that's available. But the big thing that I've learned from community is authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my people what I mean, and I mean what I tell them. People trust me because they know I'm not going to lie to them. And that's the foundation of everything. It's the relationship that you have with a girl. It's the relationship that you have with your parents, with your friends, with your business partner, and also with your community. If they can't trust you, they're not going to fuck with you. And the best way to trust somebody is if you know that what they're telling you is the truth. And the best way to be truthful is to be authentic.
Yeah.
The truest version of yourself. So that's why people fuck with me, is because what I say, I actually mean it.
I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of guys struggle with. They might hide away, which is fair enough, but they just focus on acquiring skills, building a business, making money. And if they do it properly and they focus over time, they achieve that goal. But the problem is they don't have any friends. They don't have any other men in a similar situation who they can speak to and socialize with. So I think there is this trend of these private members club, these communities, even like the War Room, where it's an opportunity for people to almost, they buy in, but then they just will have access to all these other amazing people who have made a load of money. And everybody's just, because when you get into a position where you have a load of money, you're not afraid to keep the secrets to yourself.
Yeah.
Like you just want to help everyone else out because they all understand that everybody can make money. It's not scarce resource.
Well, exactly. There's plenty for everybody to go around. And like you said, it's the scarcity of mindset of bottlenecking your information. Dude, I tell my people everything. Everything. I have nothing to hold back, nothing. But like you said, I agree 100% with you, brother. You said men, especially people that are, dude, men are fucking lonely, bro. People don't seem to understand that. 77% of suicides, men. Every 5 minutes, a man commits suicide. Dude, like, who's going to fucking step up and be like, yo, I got you guys. Like, hey, there's a couple guys, but obviously they're getting censored. Community is extremely important. And people bash and shit on communities, but communities that are oriented towards the development of self and authenticity will stand the test of time. I think there's 3 types of relationships that every man should have. One is they should have a mentor, somebody that they look up to, that they can learn from, that they can be tutored by. That, bro, look at every king in history. They all had tutors. They all had mentors. Look at Homer. Look at Socrates. Look at Aristotle. All of them had mentors. Every single last one of them. Look at Plato. All of them had what? Mentors. You need somebody to learn from that is a senior, that is more developed in the areas that you want to grow in. And you'll have different mentors for different things. The next one is you need what? An equal. You need community. You need somebody that is at your level that what? Resonates with you, a brotherhood. So you need a mentor, you need a brotherhood, and finally you need a mentee. Every person, even if you're a scrub, you need a mentee. Maybe it's your little brother. Who are you mentoring? Why? Because that person keeps you accountable to continue developing. Why? Because they're there. So you need to take care of somebody. You need to be equals with people. You need to have a mentor. Every man needs at least one person in each one of those 3 relationships in order to what? Avoid this feeling of isolation and loneliness. But it requires what? 2 things. Proactiveness, actually going out and seeking these people. They're not just going to show up. And 2, intentionality. What are you doing with that relationship? Are you giving? Are you asking? Every relationship is a give and take. You need to be able to provide value and receive value. And in that, you build what? Reciprocity. It's the reciprocity principle. It's the back and forth. It's the ping pong. It's business, right?